The city of Abeokuta, the Reunite capital, welcomes members of the 1984 to 1986 class of the prestigious Obafemi Awolowo University, formerly University of Ife, School of Agriculture, Akure, now known as the Federal College of Agriculture, Akure. This reunion begins with a visit to Funab Zoo. The curator takes members of Edu 1984-86 set around the zoo on an excursion.
Let's go. We mastermind them in a lab, and then we now create them in a zoo park. These were written by a student from secondary school. Yeah. So this is a hunter carrying a deer. It's a model. So very snappy henceforth. And we have only 1 hour from years back. Because we have the that some hunters, because they feel that we have more animals in the wild. Naturally, they are naturally shy. Once they see strangers, they tend to remain quiet. The bird they refer to as the king of birds, Okongo in Yoruba. Ostrich. And this bird, aside being the biggest bird, is also the fastest bird on land. It doesn't fly, but God has now gifted it the king of
Done with the tour, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Professor Kolawole Adebayo, presents gifts to his colleagues.
All right. Are we there?
The team leaves Funab Zoo for Green Legacy Hotel within the premises of Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library for the reception and award ceremony. The event commences with the introduction of guests. That done, some old students speak on what this reunion means to them. Some say a milestone. 40 years since they embarked on careers in agriculture.
For me, it means reconnecting with old friends, old colleagues that we've not seen for close to 40 years. It means reenacting the experience of being in Edu, reenacting the friendship we shared, reliving our lives in school, the Edu farm, and all those things that goes with it, and then bring it back to the present that God has spared all our lives be able to reconnect again, talk to each other, find out how well we are all doing, and how we can continue to help each other and be good friends.
Immediately I went to the platform and I saw that there is going to be a reunion. I was so happy. You may ask me why. When I noticed, I noticed that it is just my few people that I get in touch with. But this reunion, I was so happy. I was so elated. Throughout yesterday, I couldn't sleep. My husband said, take it easy, take it easy. And I'm happy that this is a success, because there are some people that I've not seen in the last 9 years, and seeing them, I'm very happy. Not just being happy, but the fact that we can see each other. I've lost some faces I couldn't place them, but I saw some and I'm so happy that we are here. So I want to thank the chairman and the committee that has put this together. This is a fantastic job. Though we are not much this year, but I know that next one will be more than this. I take kudos to the organizer.
I'm so excited seeing all my schoolmates, my friends, especially Bola Small, Mogaji, Olubadan to be, Abeokuta, and so on and so on. I was so happy, so happy.
They also recount some old memories as well as what next after the reunion.
There are a few I can relive. I remember a day when I came back from the farm and I entered somebody's room and I was famished and thirsty. I just saw a bucket of water, put a cup in it and I drank it. So that was the water from the Brook farm, which was untreated, which was dirty and all that. I remember another time when we were at the farm, that's what we call Abeokuta. We are chasing Okuru in the farm, bushmeat in the farm together, cutlasses and everything flying all over the place. Another one is the day I was meant to join the Pound 1 Keggers Club in the school. That was the day I lost all my money and I couldn't be part of the Keggers Club until now. I think those are the few I can remember. My take home is that I will have rebonded with old friends and colleagues. We will have network on opportunities that are ahead of us that we can all take advantage of. See that we are all in good health and the friendship can be reignited and can be continued.
My expectation after this reunion is, number one, now that we are seeing each other, I know we are going to network, because a lot of people are no longer into Agric, but I as a person am into farming. And when I saw the prof today, fortunately my husband brought me here, he drove me here, he didn't want me to drive all alone, and he told me, he said, you have to see prof. So I'll see prof and I'll see at least two people I know that I can reconnect with so that I can move my farm forward. The memories I can remember is just the fact that you have to wake up very early, carry your jute bag in a box, you have to put on your boots and you walk. Very early, you have to go for the practicals. And one other thing I remember is that I had a quarrel or a fight with somebody. They see us because we ladies were not much, the girls were not much at that time, and they want to actually ride us. And I gave it back to somebody that thought maybe this is a Lagos girl that could not talk. I will never forget that happened with one of the guys. But this is a wonderful thing.
We decided to pursue an exciting career in agriculture. 40 years ago, we attended the famous Obafemi Awolowo University. I think they call it University of Ife now, School of Agric, Akure. And looking back, we now have captain of industry, traditional ruler, military men, and we also have a deputy vice chancellor, etc. When they call one of them, they said, you hear a nickname. There's a guy they call and say Fakoro. That was the term we used when we were planting rice with rope. And we say, Fakoro, that means tightening the rope. So we were well grounded.
We are here today for the 1984-86 set of the Federal College of Agriculture Akure reunion. 40 years since we were students of that great institution. It's been a long time, but it's a joyous occasion for us to meet together again, mingle, and recollect those days when we were students at the Federal College of Agriculture, which used to be the School of Agriculture, University of Ife Akure. It's a wonderful place. The training was excellent. It has established all of us in various professions beyond agriculture, and we are very delighted to be together at this occasion to gather around to reminisce over our previous experiences in life and are coming together at that time. Now we are rekindling those relationships and we are building on it so that the next 40 years will be great for all of us. Oh, it's been most fantastic. There are people in this room today that have not seen since we left that institution in 1986, and it's a thing of joy, it's a thing of relief to see that we are all now at the top of our career. Some have even retired from their main career and are doing other things. So many of us are now parents and grandparents, and it's a joy to come together and share experiences and even make new alliances and partnerships for the future.
These individuals have evolved to become leaders in their respective fields, boasting an impressive array of achievements. Others also speak as they reconnect with old friends.
We thank God that today happened. We're really happy. The first thing that came to mind is some sense of gratitude that each and every one of us were fresh out of secondary school in 1984, and those are the first set of friends that you can call friends that we actually made. So, and there is a lacuna between then and now reconnecting about 2017. That was when we created the platform, and 5 years after, we were able to make a reunion happen today. So seeing them in flesh and blood today filled me with great happiness, and I'm happy. I will not trade it for any amount in this world. Seeing them today is enough for me. After this, I'm sure we are going to be more united than we had before this reunion. People will reach out to each other, will patronize each other's businesses henceforth. And the second reunion, definitely, we have concluded it on the bus going to the zoo. That is going to happen in Ibadan next year, and I will be the one to host it from the beginning to the end. The arrangement, everything will be on me, and it will be held at IITA in Ibadan. So that's it. Yeah, like one of them, particularly, okay, GA, we called him on video, WhatsApp video call, and he was filled with emotion. As a matter of fact, he himself donned the local fabrics. He wore the cap, he wore agbada, and he was very happy to see each and every one of us today. I wish he was here, and I'm sure that he will be in Ibadan next year.
There's no way you can qualify the feeling. There's no way you can qualify this feeling. Some of us have been in constant touch, even though some of us are in diaspora now, and we actually kind of moved off the agriculture itself. But we've always been in touch. Besides some of us, because the business, even if you're practicing agriculture or not, for some of us that are abroad, there are people on the ground here that come for example, Dr. Dedina is frequent UK. Professor Kola also got some projects they do, so we are in touch. And I do visit Nigeria often, so we keep in touch. But for most of us, I mean, our set was 84, and you know that that's been a very long time to really keep in touch. So it's really good to be here and see some of these faces we've not seen for a long time. It's a blessing, and it's amazing to see how our people have progressed. Some of them have grown to be big successful farmers. Some of us have diverted, but in all, we are all. We thank God. You can't compare with anything. You can't place a price on it. It's worth coming for. What I can say is what some of us have contributed to the industry. Also the training, because while we were doing it in the school in those days, it was more of a crude way of doing agriculture. But when Odedina, for instance, became the rector of the Federal School of Agriculture, Akure, it made a lot of remarkable changes, and it kind of infused many things, technology and several things. And I think our sets, I would say, they actually they've made their own contribution positively to the industry, and we just thank God for everyone that is there in their own little ways. At least the industry agriculture has provided sustenance for us. We've helped it to grow, so we are farmers. Some of us are still coming back to it anyway, because there's no way to go. It can go away, even if it's at a subsistent level. Everyone needs to come back to agriculture, including you guys and every one of us. We have to be practice farmer, because we have to practice farming. That's the way to go.
Among the ranks within the fold of the old students are captains of industry, traditional ruler, renowned agricultural experts, distinguished legal luminaries, seasoned administrators, and decorated military personnel. They also recount fond memories from their days in Akure.
You know, the school we are celebrating today is a special school. It's a school of agriculture. It's a school of agriculture. It's a monopolytechnic for agriculture. So, if you want to start to talk about the memories, we will not go today, because it was purely an agrarian setting. So, but you know, farmers, they have the option of living longer, because the exercise you pay for today, you go to gym, whatever, you do naturally as a farmer. You trek, you labor, you assert your energy. So the people I see today is not a surprise that they are still very, very capable. They are still sound. You can still recognize them, because that's how you pass through. It's helping us at this point of time. And there's no one among us that can be less than 56 years. The age range should be 56 to 65. And they are still very, very, very relevant in their system and their outlook. So it's not strange. You see, human activities is about relations. It is through relationship that you can be privileged to be part of the whole system. For example, there are helpers among us. Most of us are well-to-do, some are not well-to-do. Some of us, so we need that relationship so that our relationship will continue to be symbiotic. We can be of help to each other. And there is nobody can fit into any relationship today unless the people of your childhood. Child relationship is the most natural. Is that one that can last long? Is that one that can tolerate you? So meeting today is a basement for further meetings.
The event sought to host students speak on burning issues as it relates to agribusiness, entrepreneurship, amongst others.
We were all assembled, and a young lady stayed at the foot of the granite hill. Our instructors beckoned her to join us on the Edu Hills, and she replied coyly, "I cannot climb the mountain. I have blisters." She's not here with us today. She's now a nurse at the Federal Medical Center here in Abeokuta. "I can't climb the road. I have blisters." Everyone laughed heartily and banters were thrown and the atmosphere became charged more than ever before with convivial comradeship that lasted 2 years in the School of Agriculture, Akure. Distinguished colleagues, I bid you welcome to the 40th anniversary of that memorable morning in the last quarter of 1984. I thank you for this opportunity to speak these few words and charge us to the opportunities that the next 40 years portend for the likes of us, alumni of a great institution, the Federal College of Agriculture, Akure. The body called Alumni Association is a group of graduates of an institution, usually an institution of learning, an alma mater where the school spirit and the unique characters embedded during our collective and sometimes historical and shared experiences bind us together. The aims of our togetherness may include seeking greater glory for our alma mater, but also include unique opportunities for us to rekindle that comradeship, that the shared experiences we had, and to make that result in tangible benefit for our members. The trust emerged in us from that shared experiences provide us softer spot to seek special consideration that outsider, people who are not members of our alumni association, may not receive. Distinguished colleague, in our case, agriculture provides us a wide base that after 4 decades of meeting each other and our collective rich industry and value chain experiences, with many of our members either at the top of their callings or even just retiring from their primary assignments, we have an opportunity to seek new valuable networks and explore new opportunities within and beyond the agricultural industry. Now, if I go to the UK and I have a case, I know I have a lawyer, a Queen's Counsel to call, even though we met under the auspices of agriculture. For those of us who have stayed in touch over the years, this is an opportunity to learn from our peers whose path have moved away from ours in the intervening year. This is an opportunity to refresh old student day camaraderie and explore new potentials for entrepreneurial opportunities and forming new alliances, including even starting new endeavors. It's not too late for us to start. Yorùbá máa ń ní tábàlà máa tètè kú. Tábà wá tètè kú mọ́ ń kọ́. You are 60-year-old, you think, oh, I'm very old. If God in His infinite majesty were to make you like Jimmy Carter, and you have 40 more years after 60 to spend on earth, what will you do? Ọmọ tí wọ́n bá bí when you are 40 years old will mature, get married, and possibly even have grandchildren before you are 100. So, my friends, classmates, colleagues, let us mix, let us mingle and thrive. Even if no new alliances were formed, let us rekindle old friendship and keep in touch with each other to deprive ourselves the loneliness that comes with age.
First of all, let me appreciate first and foremost, let me appreciate all the great people here. Yeah, I'll be brief. Let me appreciate all the great people. Let me appreciate all the great people here. Today
is one of the happiest days in my life. And I'm sure that I'm speaking for every other person. Because when the leaders, the forerunner, the people in the forefront who have the gift of socializing, of bringing people together, I must commend them because we don't have the same spirit. Some of us are only good rather than drinking my wine in the evening. But some people can call you, can encourage you, so after 40 years that we are together like this, and then I begin to see great people. Yeah, just like Professor Adeokuta mentioned, Kabesi, lawyer, our ladies. And I told them, I said, 40 years ago, when I was in Agric, ladies and gentlemen, that was the year I did my WAEC. I got my admission then as awaiting results. I was under 18 years of age. Yes. And my father dropped me in Akure. When he left, I was crying. Yeah, it's like dropping somebody in the nursery school. Otuba. Madam, please, can I have the... It's like dropping someone in the nursery school. I was crying. And the only person I took solace in there was Tunde Shoson, because we are from the same area. And Professor Adebayo. Yeah, so I was a very shy person. And some of you now that see me talk, watch my status, this and that, you'll be wondering, what happened to this man? And I was just like this. So I thank my colleagues for organizing something like this. And when I now heard of the award, this and that, I said, it's first among equals. Yeah. We are all one. And if somebody that have been used to taking this award, that award, but when your classmates now gather, say they want to give you award, that's the real award. Huh? Because you can't bribe them, you can't do that. So I took an award from the UK last year, this and that. But you went to your classmates of 40 years ago, gather and said, we want to recognize you. It's too much. And I want to say that I'm grateful. We're also grateful. So we are all what? We are all one. It's just that we are good people. And our leaders also we are good people. So I thank the Kabesi. I thank everybody. I thank all the ladies. I told Madam Portable, when we were in school, I can't face you, I can't talk to you. But now I can talk to you. But it's too late. But it's too late now. It's not too late. It's not. Madam Kabesi, is it too late? It's too late. Yeah. Yes, I didn't have. I didn't have. And then before the end of this video, I will have woman friend. Yes, I can still have woman friend. So back to business. How can I'm still confused because you can ask somebody to go and talk about coal to Enugu people. I'm used to delivering topics in agriculture to all sorts of people. But for people who have 40 years experience solidly behind them, so what do you want me to tell them? So it's just interaction. So I've told you about two things. One, agribusiness. The focus now is on agriculture. Everybody wants to make money from agriculture. In the next 100 years, it's going to be like that. Because after COVID, we have a shift in consumer behavior. International consumers, they want to consume what they cannot produce. They have developed appetite for some things that they cannot even produce it. A woman will die without coffee. What about fruits, flour, vegetable? And then what about health products? This is tiger nut. Men, take it. A word is enough for what? For the wise. For home, take it. Because it contains zinc. And zinc is a man. No zinc, no man. No, on a serious note, I went to Danone, Egypt, and they said they're not able to sell their yogurt. And I said, fine, if you want to sell yogurt in Africa, put zinc. I said, where? Zinc? And we got to know. And now they're selling zinc yogurt. Some people are also putting it what? In water. So no zinc, no life. No zinc, no man. So, concerning a lot of fiber, this is the era that people want to eat ginger. They want to eat cola nut. They want to do that. So we are eating for health. So we are eating to protect our eyes. We are eating to protect our kidney. We are eating to protect our liver. And these are business opportunities. So, some of us have retired and they are expecting their gratuity. Please, don't go and do networking. Don't go and do this. Invest in agribusiness. And I'm not going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, how to do business. That's what we know how to do. But two things I'm going to say. Don't ever say that there's a market for these products. There might not be. Don't assume. Don't let people come and preach to you that they are eating curry in London. No. Start producing curry. Barista, you know it's not true. I'm not trying to use curry. And then there are people supplying curry to a saturated market there. You want to sack them. They even give them quota. Please don't bring more than 2 bags. This and that. Don't assume there's a market when there's no market. Do your own market research. And then 2, national and international consumer, they are protected. There's something we call quality. If you don't meet the quality, before you do anything at all, go and approach people. Will you buy? If you are willing to buy, how much do you buy per week? How many ton, this and that? And then do a non-committal MOU. That doesn't mean we go to Barista Lomo. No. Me and understanding. Me and you, we've agreed to do business together, do this. So many people will not default in gentleman MOU. It's just like we are beginning to recognize ourselves as business partner. Don't say, they need cassava, go and grow your own cassava. You might not find market. Anything you produce agriculturally that is beyond subsistence, you need to create demand for it if you are able to, or find market. Yes. If I say that everybody is thinking tiger nut, and I need to put my brother, people don't buy it. I need to still talk to supermarket, this and that. Will you buy? Give them sample. That's by creating demand. Professor Adebayo is here. He handled the biggest cassava products in Africa. Then I work under him. Then every time he treated me like classmate. He didn't. So we had problem in marketing high quality cassava flour. People don't want to buy it. Flour millers, they don't want to buy it. When we created demand, we are moving from one bakery to the other, teaching them how to use it. By now, we're using it. So if you want to invest, please make sure you find what? Market for it. That's just it. And then be careful. Quality, take care of quality. And then don't neglect networking and collaboration. Yeah. So lastly, we have a problem in this country. Problem about agriculture. Everybody's talking agriculture now. And we have more internet experts now than real experts. Yes, everybody is an expert. Everybody is a consultant in agriculture. And I can tell you, the problem of agriculture in this continent is only in this room that can solve it. Can you tell me somebody in this town, or in this state, or in Nigeria that can boast of 40 years experience in agriculture? The people who are misleading governments, they are there. Some of them got their advice from the internet. Some of them read it somewhere. Some of them is YouTube. Yeah? And some of them want crash program somewhere. Come out and tell me that you started agriculture 40 years ago and you've been doing it. Real, very real. So the engine room for agricultural development in this country is in this room.
Yeah. Yes.
So don't let us underrate ourselves. Let's speak out. And let's say that agricultural intervention is not about telling people, you go and farm. We have land. We don't have reason to be hungry in this country. This and that. Land will not turn into wealth unless you take proactive step. Yeah, I was in the police station and DPO said, you thief, instead of you to go and farm, thief. And I said, no, farmers are not thieves. If they go and farm, they will still steal. And somebody, a Nollywood actor, bought a house in Lekki and said, this is not a proceed from the farm, I work for it. So that means you can't work for it, that's the mentality. And somebody also advised me when I was a commissioner and said, Commissioner, you don't have food in this, why can't you go and hire a boss, put it in the bar or shakwa, let young people come into it, and then all this land, let them farm everybody to, is that how to do it? No. Yeah? So, agriculture is not like buying cement to sell or going to Idumata to buy provision. If you want people, especially young people, to embrace agriculture, they need specific support. And I tell people all over the world, agriculture must be supported. But the debate is that who is doing the support? Is it me, or you, or this and that? The way Great Britain is supporting agriculture, Nigeria might not be doing it this way. Chinese might not be doing it this way. 90% of us in Nigeria, we are producing for 100% of people. But in England, 5% only for 100%. But here, 90% 100%. When I went to this country, Brazil, and I entered the filling station, and they said, which fuel do you want? Is it fuel from sugarcane or fuel from cassava? I said, yeah. And they were the largest producer of cassava in the world. 90% of it is in Akpu and Eba. Where is the job? That means cassava farmer in Brazil. That means cassava farmers in Brazil, they are dealing with the oil industry. They are not dealing with the fufu industry. They are not dealing with the yarisi. So, what I'm saying is that for agriculture to succeed in Africa and Nigeria, people should know they should be supported. Where do you have the land to farm? Who is going to develop the land for me? Where do I have to get inputs? And two, where do I get the knowledge? Because we are encouraging people who read Arabic, Yoruba, economics, lots of lawyers who are accountants into agriculture. Where do they get the hands-on knowledge? Who is connecting them to market? If I want to do Agric now, do I have to go and roll in Sudan for 5 years? And we all know that in 2 weeks we will do this thing to teach people how to increase efficiency, reduce cost, and then get market and quality. And we don't do it in 2 weeks. Who is doing that? People who are doing it, they see it as trade secret. They don't have to teach anyone. The government, me and you, have responsibility of giving those support for anybody who has shown interest in agriculture. So that's what we are talking about today. And then again, talk to us. We are the experts. Yeah, all of you here. If you want to do your building, and do you give the surveying aspect of it to a tailor? It won't work. So if you want to intervene in agriculture, talk to my colleagues. They have 40 years worth experience. Even if you don't want me like me, I can recommend you to any of them. These are people who have been doing agriculture for over 40 years. for someone who is not in the sector, who does not know anything about agriculture, and is setting the agenda for agriculture, it won't work. But we can talk, you know, we are technical people. It's only barista that can have advantage of talking. That energy of talking, we use it on the farm. So if we see somewhere and people are saying, so we close, we leave them. It's not going to earn us anything. But we are making profits in our own farm and in our own life. So if you really want to succeed in that, you need to consult us. Don't consult any other person, because we have the training, we have the knowledge, we have the attitude, and that's where we are. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for this opportunity, and I want to tell you that we are humbled. We are humbled. But if colleagues come together like this and start talking about each other, it's somehow, and it shows the attitude, our attitude. I thank you very much. And for some of us have not been connecting well, forgive us. We'll improve. This is an eye-opener. Please, let's exchange number, let's exchange address, let's keep this calling. And I also want to thank my brothers and sisters from diaspora. Major General Telly, Akilo Sotu, Landscape, all of them. People who bought tickets. Tickets expensive now. Chief to Congo. So please, let's keep the platform going, and let's continue to check on each other. So this product is my own product. It's Tiger Nut. The other name is Kumano.
With the lectures done, the atmosphere gets underway for a more relaxing time. First, it begins with the presentation of awards.
You remember that in those days, apart from being troublesome, I was also Thank you very much. We don't have kept you waiting for breakfast and lunch, but thank you. Next, she's not here with us today. This Lifetime Achievement Award is here presented to the man who did a sharp turnaround. In fact, it's a feat to do a sharp turnaround from agriculture into law and practicing law I'll tell you, in the heart of where law started. Yeah, when you are a Queen's Counsel, you can practice anywhere in the world. Quote me. When you are a Queen's Counsel,
The president, Edu graduate 8486 said, Barrister Samuel Alomo thanked his friends and colleagues for bringing an idea conceptualized a few years ago to fruition.
Well, it's been, I'll say, 38 years in the making. We all finished from Akure in 1986. Some of us went to more plantation and spent another 2 years and then did our national service. And then we haven't seen each other since then. So it's a wonderful day, really, for us to all come down together and celebrate today. It's been a long time planning. Unfortunately, the COVID hasn't helped, but thank God we're all here today. I mean, obviously, not everybody is able to make it, but we hope that next year, many more people will be able to come in. Well, it's kind of overwhelming because, like I said, we haven't actually seen it. Some of us, we haven't seen each other for 38 years, unless, of course, you went to Ibadan. But I mean, seeing people this morning, because I only managed to join this morning, it's just unbelievable. I mean, the fact that you look at faces and you still recognize names, how we were in 1984 when we first met, I mean, it's incredible. I am just grateful that God gave me the opportunity to be here today. It's a joy that, you know, has no limit at all. Well, we hope that we will be able to have this on a yearly, sort of a yearly event. And not just that, I mean, this will give us the opportunity as well to look at ourselves and be able to help ourselves and see where we are. I mean, it's going to form part of my speech shortly.
In a more relaxing atmosphere, the old students take to the dance floor to show their dancing skills.
Oh,
train is set to take off for Ibadan come January 2026.